Testing, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Working?
Just keep talk for like 30 seconds. I want to adjust the level.
Okay. So we welcome you inside Leaf Center. I'm just gonna go on. Yeah, it's good.
So just go ahead and do a recap.
Recap.
Apologize. You can play it on Comcast Internet.
Yeah.
Oopsies. There we go. We're good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. We are good to go.
Is this
It's on, yeah.
it's on, it doesn't so when I press it down?
Yeah,
Okay.
You're coming through.
Okay, cuz usually when it's pressed it's on. Gotcha. All right, thank you.
Man.
No, that's all right. We welcome you to West Dundee inside the Leaf Center here. A terrific matchup at hand between the Illinois State Redbirds and your NIU Huskies. We do apologize. The first period was blurred out, cut out of here due to technical issues. Recap. Score at the moment is 1-0 in favor of Northern Illinois. And the goal scorer for the Huskies was none other than James Friedman, scoring his first career goal at the collegiate level here. On a impossible angle goal from below the goal line. And that's where we stand. Illinois State got a short power play at the end of the period, was unable to capitalize, had a number of chances. Shots even here. Pretty even played, the best period of the season by these Huskies. And we are preparing to start period number 2, and coverage of the second period will begin shortly here in just about 3 minutes or so. I'm James Goronsky in the booth. And we are getting ready to begin period number 2 here. 1-0. Huskies. James Friedman with his first goal, as we mentioned, but the assist on that play came from Alex Tatum from below the goal line. He picks up his first point of the season, goal or assist. So the goaltenders that are in net tonight, the starters, are Matthew Kapik for Northern Illinois. Played 3 games, goals against 15 with a save percentage of .792 coming in. And Matt DiFilippo comes in tonight for Illinois State with 5 games played, 26 goals against, and a save percentage of .903. He's been pretty sharp in net for Illinois State, as has Kapik for Northern Illinois. And Kapik in particular had to make a couple of very nice saves on a power play that was the only power play of the night. Ended up making 3 saves on that power play. Both goalies have had their fair share of saves tonight. Back out from the intermission. Huskies taking the ice. Getting ready to begin period 2 as goalies and teams switch sides here. Scoreboard reads 1-0 thanks to James Friedman of Northern Illinois, and we are ready here. 20 minutes on the clock. And the teams will take their designated benches here. Northern Illinois still looking for their first win of the season here at the D3 level. Illinois State has accomplished that already. They have played a lot of harsh competition in the past couple of weeks, however. Not many goals have been scored. Only 4 players on this ISU team have scored. And we are underway here from West Dundee in the second period. Illinois State controls the faceoff. This is Mitchell, just out of his reach. Cerny on defense there to keep it away from Mitchell. And now he comes up with it in behind the net, looking to center it, and it goes off the skate of the goaltender. Now they get set up again. Mitchell side of the net. That is a nice save by Kopic. Friedman, the goal scorer, trying to weave his way, looking for another. And now Malik. Puck rolls out of the zone. No problem. Drake Buss will take over. They'll get a couple of players off. Friedman, touch pass to Malik. Roman Malik throws it into behind the net. Richard Monty keeping things going here. Obojkovic. A solid defenseman on that first pairing for Illinois State. Capuano, the other side. This rolls in behind the net, and taking over is Janicki, who is the leading goal scorer on this Illinois State team with 3. 3 goals and 3 points for him as this puck rolls into the bench and out of play. Controlled. Trebsweather dumps it in there. Now in behind the net it comes. Santangelo. Santangelo right along the boards. Keeping it in. Trebsweather with a shot on net. That's a save by Kopic. Rebound is loose. And then the shot goes wide on the rebound from Langbein. Still in now. Here's a chance. Back to Janicki. The leading goal scorer drops it back. Here's a long shot, deflected. It goes through the crease. And now we have a stoppage of play for what looks to be a high stick. Faceoff is taken on. Now coming right in, and that's a shot right on by Gulyas and a save by Kopic. Back to Trebsweather. His shot going through. It looked like it might not have gotten to Kopic. Still kept in now. Here's a shot on net, and that one stopped off Gambrell's stick. Ashton Gambrell. Now it's kept in once again. This is a opportunity weaving and now centering for number 97, Perazic. That goes off his stick. This one goes the length of the ice. Turnover. A chance in front of the net. Winding up is Sexton. He whiffed on it. Goes in deep. Caddis there to get it. James Caddis wants to get it back to Cerny and does. Cerny looked to throw it to the net. Could not get it there. It rolls through his skates to center. It can be taken by Sexton and now by Gambrill. Ashton Gambrill trying to get through. Converged on by a host of Huskies, and now it's just flipped out back to center. Chasing after it is Ian Gannon. He gets through center and dumps it in. Santangelo on the forecheck. He comes up with it around the goal line and now gets it back to Garcia. This is Janicki at the blue line looking to move in. Janicki drops to Garcia. Garcia cross, one-timer try that goes wide from Gannon. Once again, this is Jeremy Langbein. Langbein in behind the net. Hands back. Gambrill, Gannon, pardon me. Garcia across to Gannon, he broke his stick. Langbein, pardon. This is Janicki. Janicki works around Malik, shoots one on net, save by the netminder Kapik. Now right there. Santangelo drops back Garcia. And now it's taken away by this Huskies converting to offense, and Malik could not get through the host of Illinois State Redbirds. Now, failed offensive draw. Entry, pardon. Now this is Malik. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Nathan Gustafson gets it in deep for Illinois State. Janicki looks to go off to the bench, but he's got to chase after this rolling puck. Huskies are changing. Gustafson tips it in. Langbein's blade of his stick is still laying around the net. Now a long shot goes wide off the stick of Capuano. And now this one rolls to center, where it can be taken by Obojkovic. Taken in now. This is Schwartz, a shot. And that one winds up in the netting and out of play. Face-off taken, looking in front of the net. That's a nice defensive play by Rich Monty, and now Malik carries through center. He's got Gambino on his right, but it's taken away by Obojkovic. Off a skate, and now taken by Malik. Drake Buss is there to clear it out to center, but can only get as far as Rosen. He gets it in. Mitchell is right there. Trebsweather gets it in deep to Mitchell. And now off the stick of Malik for Trebsweather's shot. That's blocked aside by Kapik. Trebsweather in there to Mitchell. His shot denied by Kapik, and then the clearing attempt goes into the netting for a stoppage of play. This face-off is taken now by the Redbirds in behind the net. Santangelo with it. And now back to him. He plays catch. Looking to center, back to his line mate Langbein. He's got it now and behind the net. Once again, Janicki back out there for the Redbirds. But Huskies have possession of it. This is Caddis off a nice feed. Caddis shoots one, save made. DeFilippo. Here's Tennell off a face-off tie-up. David Kraz tried to take it to the net. He couldn't get through the defense. Now it comes back the other way. 2-on-2. Number 41, Gulyas tried to get it to the net for Parazic, and it was just out of his reach. Nice defense by the Huskies. An attempt from Simkowski. Taken away now by Shane Tennell. He moves in. Nice move. Back pass to Caddis. His shot's denied by DeFilippo. Cerny jumps up from the D, but it's taken away. Gulyas gets it as far as center. And now Ashton Gambrill. Gambrill turned it over to David Kraz. In center ice, Caddis gets it in deep. Redbirds trying to get out of their own zone, and now they do. This is Max Schwartz trying to thread the needle through that defensive onslaught that was on that play from the Huskies, and now they go back and forth. This is Simkowski. Lost it to Buss. Buss goes back the other way. Defended by Simkowski on the back check. And now he's got it in the corner, now taken. A 2-on-1 in the corner, taken, and now falling down. Kowalewski keeps it in. Gets a line change. Buss will get off out there. Sexton on the line change, tripping and falling. On a potential breakaway was Nathan Gustafson. Now he's got in behind the net, centering pass, and now a shot scores! Capuano with a goal. It's tied. Lots of Illinois State fans in attendance here tonight, and they are thrilled to see Andrew Capuano get his second goal of the season. This game is tied. And now right back, looking for more. Janicki. Janicki throwing it in front, and through the crease it goes. And now another chance for Janicki. That's up high, and a save by Kapik. Warming to the task are the Redbirds. Janicki, once again, he's all over the place in this second period. Gets it back, shooting, and that one's blocked. That was off the stick of Obojkovic. And now the Huskies look to get a change. They'll get Tatum on it. This is Copano again, looking for more. It goes through the crease. Friedman looks up to Malik, but it's taken away by Trebsweather. Oh, and he's nailed by Friedman, the rookie Friedman, who's got a goal tonight, just leveled him along the boards. This is Janicki, his shot blocked by Sexton. Back the other way comes the Huskies, and they're able to get it into the zone. This is offside. It came just outside of the blue line. Couldn't be kept in by the goal scorer, James Friedman. Tie game, 1-1, 9:52 to go, just past halfway point of regulation here in West Dundee. Redbirds starting to warm to the task here after the Capuano goal. This is Caddis in his own defensive zone, gave it up to Mitchell, and now taken away where a couple of Huskies had to defend off Keith Rosen. Still trying to get out of their own zone, and now they do. Caddis looking for a lead pass to Kraz. That was picked off. Now back the other way come the Redbirds. Mitchell on his left. In front, centering pass. Kapik had to come up big there. It's taken by Zangara, trying to weave his way to the center, and his shot is partially blocked by Tatum, and now back the other way. The puck rolls in on DeFilippo. This is Gannon with speed to the center. His shot deflects into the netting, out of play. Another face-off win for the Redbirds here. Schwartz. Garcia along the blue line, taken by Friedman, who's back out there. Lead pass to Malik. He's mashed right there by Hurtado. Puck in his direction, Cerny picks it off. Huskies trying to get back, and now Hurtado comes back the other way, one-on-one. Hurtado with an opportunity, running out of time, centering pass, defended away. Nice keep in. Here's Gannon's shot. Scores! It rang off the post and in. And Ian Gannon picks up his second goal of the season and gives Illinois State a 2-1 lead. Shane Tennell on a face-off, wins it. Caddis rolls all the way in the direction of Kapik. Losing his stick was Santangelo. Both goals for Illinois State coming from defensemen here in this second period. Tables have turned. Back the other way. Huskies trying to change that. This one moves in. This is David Kras from a wide angle, and that one's blockered away by DiFilippo. Taken by Sexton. In deep. Caddis, slot shot. That one goes over the net. Kras in to get the rebound. Throws it in front, and that one had to be played away by DiFilippo. Back the other way come the Redbirds. You're looking at Jeremy Langbein. And now Janicki. Now it rolls back to the captain, who has a goal tonight. Capuano scored the game tire for Illinois State. Jumped over David Kras's blade of his stick and taken now the other way. And this is Parazic, a shot, and that one is stopped by Kapik on a emerging breakaway with that speed of Parazic. And Kapik denied him to keep it a one-goal game. Tied up on the face-off. Goulias for Illinois State. It rolls in on Kapik. He'll cover with 7 minutes remaining in period number 2. 2-1 in favor of Illinois State. Face-off win, and now speeding through center is Cherney, 2-on-2. Cerny, drop pass, shot on goal, and that one's blockered to the corner by DiFilippo off the stick of number 14. Matthew Madaliano. Back the other way comes Illinois State. This is Hunter Christensen trying to weave his way through the defense. Cannot. Now Trebsweather keeps it in at the blue line. This is Goulias. Goulias around trying to center it. Comes back to Christensen. Christensen goes to the corner, was looking for Goulias. Comes back. Trebsweather's shot. That one rolls in. Save, rebound, and it was defended. Saving the goal was Cerny. It was inches away from a 2-goal game. This face-off is won by Illinois State, but then taken by Northern Illinois. Kowalewski to get it through center. Back the other way comes Sinkowski. Sinkowski on goal. It goes just over the net. Maybe getting a piece of it with a glove was Kapik, and now it's in behind the net for Mitchell to take it. He has his pocket picked by Malik, and a clearing attempt failed. Zangara keeps it in. Keith Rosen in behind the net. And now Mitchell comes in there to pry it out of there. Cerny is victorious, but unable to get it out of the zone. This comes to the center, and Friedman able to defend that away, and now back the other way comes Malik. A tired group of Huskies. They'll just dump it in and get a change. Gambino to retrieve. Friedman, and now Malik in behind the net, defended away by Garcia. His clearing attempt is kept in by Tatum, and now a stoppage of play here. Face-off is won by Alvarado, cleared in and quickly taken by Illinois State. This one goes the length of the ice for icing. This is Alvarado winning the faceoff. Will Sitton gave it up to Santangelo, and now Langbein. They play catch now. Langbein entering the zone, 1-on-5. He's somehow got it back to Janicki, and he looks for Santangelo. Now the Redbirds have possession in the offensive zone. Shot to the net, save by Gannon. Pardon me, Kapik. My goodness. Illinois State's dominated this period so far. 4 minutes remaining in period number 2. 2-1. Redbirds protecting a 2-1 lead. Trying to build on it. This is Santangelo moving in 2-on-2 with Janicki. His shot into the glove of Kapik. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's just changing the period. Here's Trebsweather. Nearing 3 minutes remaining in period number 2. David Kraz through center. Trebsweather back to take care of it. Christensen pressuring Monty. Got Schwartz with him. Now a lead pass for Kraz, 1-on-1. Defense catching up to him. Kraz, a wait. Tried a centering pass. It ricochets to Caddis. His shot is blocked by Max Schwartz, and now he takes on through center and gets it. Gustafson back to Trebsweather. In deep to Gustafson in the corner. Back, and it rolls all the way down on DiFilippo, and Northern Illinois will get a change. Pass through center. This is Langbein. Shot is blocked to the corner. Now picked up by Northern Illinois again, but kept in at the line by Capuano. And now taken by Friedman, who's had a very nice night tonight. The only goal scorer for Northern Illinois. This is a centering pass for Capuano, who's in deep. And now back the other way. This is Kowalewski. In, and that one's defended by Obojkovitz. Sexton jumped up from the blue line. In front. And Friedman was there, but it couldn't be tucked in. Now Kowalewski gets it to the other side into the corner where it can be taken now by Janicki. Janicki with speed. Oh, look out. And he had it picked by Drake Buss, but he gets it back, centering. And it rolls back to center. This is Caddis. Back pass to Friedman. He's knocked down. The other way comes Parazic. 3 Huskies on him. Oh, he pressures. And now we have a penalty. This will be against Parazic. And the Huskies will get a much needed power play after a shaky second period. They'll have the rest of the period with carryover time near the first minute of this second period if they do not score. This is Madaliano with the face-off win back to Rich Monty. In deep, Caddis. Caddis, his shot goes through the crease, into the corner. David Kraz, now back to Sexton. Return pass for Kraz was picked off, and now back the other way. Short-handed come the Redbirds. Here is a Goliath shot and a save by Kapik. Lead pass for Caddis. He tried to get it to Kraz, and now back the other way. This comes. Battle for it in front of the net. Sexton. Can't get out of their own zone on this power play. Now they do. This is Caddis carrying through center. Caddis. And that one rolls all the way down. And that will do it for period number 2. Huskies will have 59 seconds of power play time to begin period number 2, or 3, pardon me. It's 2-1. Goals coming from Andrew Capuano. Shots are 16-6 after 2 periods in favor of the Redbirds. Goals scored by Andrew Capuano. For ISU. So Capuano and Gannon with the goals for Illinois State. That makes it 2-1. That's the difference in this game. And the Huskies will have 59 seconds of power play time to begin the 3rd period. We'll see you on the other side of the intermission. Period 3 next after this intermission break. And we welcome you back inside Leaf Center here in West Dundee, where we will resume our matchup here between the Illinois State Redbirds and your NIU Huskies. Third period just about to get underway here in about 20 seconds or so. Teams beginning to retake the ice here. Northern Illinois looking to rebound after that shaky second period. Played probably their best period all season in period number 1, and Illinois State struck back with 2 goals coming from Ian Gannon and Andrew Capuano in period number 2, and that's the difference in this game, making it a 1-score game, 2-1 Illinois State. And we have some carryover time from the power play. 59 seconds of it for Northern Illinois. And they'll open this first minute of period number 3 with a chance to tie this game on the power play. James Goronsky with you here from the booth here inside Leaf Center as the opening faceoff is won by the Huskies. Shane Tennell. And then instantly taken right back by Capara. Rosen giving Malik trouble, and he has to circle behind his own net. Drake Buss looking for a breakout attempt. Shane Tennell tried to center it, did get it to the goal scorer Friedman, the lone goal scorer for Northern Illinois tonight. This is a lead pass to him, and he was unable to corral it. Puck caroms in deep again. This is Drake Buss. Power play time dwindling. Huskies trying to make something of it. A centering pass is denied and now cleared the length of the ice, and that will do it for this power play. Parazic comes out of the box. Equal strength between the two teams. This is Malik looking for Friedman. It goes through. Tennell chasing after it, but it's taken by Ian Gannon, one of the 2 goal scorers for Illinois State in the previous period. Malik has to get it back to number 71, Alex Tatum, and his able to clear it to center. This is in deep. Sexton. And he looks for Kowalewski, the leading goal scorer for this Northern Illinois team. He just tips it in, so there's no icing. Gannon in behind his own net. Already 2 minutes gone by in period number 3. Illinois State by 1. This one rolls in on Kapik, and he sends it the other way through center. Rolls to Garcia. Gannon to Garcia. Illinois State starts their breakout. It is to Langbein. He tips it in deep. This is Parazic. Parazic with Janicki in front of the net. This is Gannon across to Garcia. Garcia's got a lane. He shoots one. Save. Rebound. They score. It looked like it was Janicki, and it was. Blaze Janicki continues his red-hot goal scoring. He's got his 4th goal of the season. 3-1, Illinois State. Right after, this is a shot that is blocked by Tennell off the Boykovic's shot, and now back the other way. He comes. Obojkovitz working through center. Guyaz in deep, tried to center to Parazic and was just out of the reach of him. Back Kowalewski turns it over. Shot on goal, save, rebound. They score again. Just like that, it's 4-1. A turnover. And Parazic was in the vicinity. It looked like he got it for his first goal of the season. And the Huskies are going to take a timeout. Try to think this one out. This one's starting to get a little out of reach here. Red hot start to the period for Illinois State. After the Parazic goal, Illinois State looking to add to it. Northern Illinois looking to come back. This is Friedman, the lone goal scorer. Friedman in behind the net. Malik is there, tried to center it, and it was picked off. They'll give the goal to Tyler Guyaz, so they'll wipe the first goal of the season for Parazic off. He was the one on the assist after that brilliant passing play, and now this one is whistled dead. Face off one defensively. Clearing attempt kept in by Gannon. This is tipped back to him. Gannon. Shot one. That one stopped by Kapik. Drake Buss in the penalty box for hooking. This is a power play that is beginning for the Illinois State Redbirds. Janicki wheeling and dealing from his own zone. Looking for Langbein. This one's offside. Santangelo got tangled up at the blue line. Face-off taken. There is a chance. That one goes through the crease. It was roofed by Max Schwartz, and now this one is whistled dead. Another face-off win, and it's cleared the length of the ice by the Huskies. Try to kill this power play time off. Obojkovitz from behind his own goal line, and now he'll start the breakout. Looking for Capuano, it rolls to Langbein, and now this one is whistled dead. Might have been an offside, and it was. Oh, this one, after being whistled dead, will come into the offensive zone. Janicki with the win. Santangelo takes it. This is Gannon from the blue line. Works around Tennell. Gets it over. This is Janicki again. Janicki. Puck rolls in front of the net. And now comes back to Janicki once more. Looks back to Gannon, just out of his reach. Trebsweather tried to get it through, and that one never made it to the net. That one's blocked and then taken away and cleared out. Now this one rolls in. This is a chance, and that one from Langbein had to be negated by the netminder Kapik, and now Janicki plays whistle dead. Janicki another face-off win. Santangelo. Still with it, Santangelo along the boards. Goes in deep. Yeah, this one's taken away by Friedman and cleared. Now after the play, Old Demon and icing. Power play time expires. They kill off the penalty. Still remains 4-1 with 14 minutes remaining in period number 3. Illinois State by 3. Zangara tie up on the faceoff. Here is a shot that goes wide. Came from Reese Simkowski. Zangara was out of the reach, and now Tennell back the other way. Partial 2-on-1. Tennell shoots, save, made. And then he tried to rebound it, and that one had to be covered up by DiFilippo again. And now back the other way. Losing it is Zangara, goes into the corner. Pressured by Drake Buss. In deep Mitchell. Centered it, nobody there. Friedman was. Clearing attempt fails. Garcia to Zangara. And that one, Tennell picked off that pass. Through the skates of Mitchell, and now Friedman gets out with it there. Friedman tries a shot that goes through the crease. End of a long shift. Drake Buss looks for Friedman again. He just tips it into the zone. Pass is picked off. This is Roman Malik shooting one. That one is saved. Rebound, and another save by DiFilippo on Gambino. Trying to get out of their own zone, and then they do. They get it past Grippo. This is Buss on the other end. Buss to Sexton. Now Buss has it again. Buss will carry it through center into the zone. He'll flip it in behind the net. This is Roman Malik with it there. Malik goes down low to Gambino. He centers. Nobody there. This is Buss. Tries a shot. And that one's deflected. It goes up high into the corner, and now taken once again now by Obojkovitz. Obojkovitz passed it over. Here's a chance. Perazic got the crossbar, and it deflects into the netting and out of play. It's another face-off win for Illinois State. This is Parazic, a shot on net. That's saved by Kapik. And now Guliaz, one of the goal scorers this period, gives it up. And now back the other way. Racing forward is Tennell. He gets there. Tennell trying to drive to the net. He's pressured and forced by Obojkovic into behind the net. Now he centers just out of the reach of Caddis. Goes all the way down the length of the ice. Buss will be back to retrieve. Rich Monty trying to defend off Parazic. David Kraz circling lower. Drake Buss. Time dwindling in this third period. 11.5 minutes remaining. 4-1 Illinois State. Tennell could not get through the defense of Schwartz, and now back the other way they come. And now they shift again. Here's Caddis' shot. That goes wide. Caddis in deep along the boards. Fights for it. Breaks up and gets it. Drake Buss keeps it in at the blue line just barely. Here's Kraz. Tried a shot saved by DiFilippo from a difficult angle, and now this one ricochets out. Pressure. Gambrill. Huskies able to keep it out of there. This is a chance. Long shot from center from Alex Tatum is handled by DiFilippo, and now a turnover. This is Morrissey. Morrissey trying to weave his way to the center. He had it taken away, and now a Zettering pass just out of the reach of Cody Alvarado, and now this one is blown dead. 10:28 remaining in period number 3. Offensive zone draw one now to Drake Buss. Drake Buss looks back to Malik. Malik looking to shoot it. This is a power play for the Huskies. Matt Hurtado's in the box. This is Malik with it, winding up, and that one deflects way up into the ceiling. Actually hit the ceiling, and that will cause a stoppage of play. They get the line out there. Tennell with Madaliano, Kowalewski, Friedman. This is Buss. Forced to drive lower. Now in behind his net from the pressure from Rosen. Looking to start their breakout. They do. This is Malik. Malik. This is Friedman now after the reception from Malik. Here is a chance for Friedman. He tried to backhand it towards the net. It was forced in behind. Kowalewski gets it back to Buss, and now back to Kowalewski again. Cross ice to Malik. Malik has it. With 1 minute remaining of power play time, this pass is picked off now. This is Christensen. Christensen, 1-on-2, just killing the clock. Takes it in behind the net. This one can be taken away. Collision, and that'll be a penalty. And we'll see some 4-on-4 time here for 45 seconds. Drake Buss. Looks like he will be the suspect here. He'll sit for 2 minutes, and 1:15 of power play time after the 4-on-4 for Illinois State. Janicki to take the face-off, but it's taken by Northern Illinois. They can't clear it out, though. Once again, Janicki's centering passes falls just out of the zone of center. Santangelo. Pass was intended for Santangelo, but it was behind him, and now Kraz giving some trouble. Taken by Janicki again. Janicki with speed. He's bodied off of it by Rich Monty, but he is able to maintain possession until he tried to pass it, and Kraz picked it off. Now he comes back the other way. Too many red sweaters on him, though. Janicki once again. In the mix of a change is Northern Illinois, and Janicki tried to toe drag his way around the defenseman, and he could not do that. This one goes all the way down for stoppage of play. 4 seconds remaining of 4-on-4 time. Northern Illinois with the first goal of the night back in the first period. James Friedman with his first career collegiate goal. And ever since then, it's been quiet. 4 unanswered goals coming from Illinois State. This is Schwartz to take the face-off against David Kraz. And Schwartz won it. Trebsweather in deep now to number 44, Gustafson, nearly let out of the zone. Now this is Christensen, try to get to the net, blocked. And now this is taken once again. Gustafson again. Gustafson turns back now to Trebsweather. In deep, looking for the back pass to Christensen, and that was just out of his reach. Christensen comes up with it again. In front! And the two collided with each other. He couldn't get the shot off. Back in behind is Christensen again, looking for Gustafson. Nice defensive play by Sexton, and now this one's whistled dead. Is this another penalty? It'll be another penalty, and they'll give it to David Kraz, and we'll see 39 seconds of power play time for Illinois State, looking to extend this 3-goal lead. Janicki, who's seen a lot of ice time tonight, wins the faceoff. Trebsweather. Janicki again. Janicki trying to toe drag his way around. Does. Nice little nifty pass to Christensen, and then a return pass to Janicki was out of his reach. No trouble, though, as Langbein gets it back. This is a shot by Christensen, had to be handled by the netmander Kapik, and it goes all the way down the length of the ice. 5-on-3 ends in 10 seconds. Maybe one last gasp. Here's Langbein. Langbein moving in. He gets it back to Christensen. His shot, that one's paddled aside by Kapik. First penalty's over. Friedman gets out there for Northern Illinois. Cross ice pass to Janicki. He's wide open. He tried to go top shelf, and it went through the crease, up into the netting and out of play. Had the right idea there, just leveled it a little too high. So David Kraz is in the box for 66 more seconds. And there is a face-off tie-up. Hurtado. Huskies come out with it, but Hurtado pressuring Drake Buss and coming out with it. Obojkovic. Obojkovic hands it over. There's a shot by Capuano. That had to be handled by Kapik. Now it's in the corner. Huskies come out with it. Gustafson comes in there, and now Capuano comes up with it. Back to Obojkovic. Obojkovic looking towards the net. That one goes wide. Taken. Obojkovic again. Back. Schwartz. Now over to Capuano. Capuano in deep. Centering pass for Gustafson, and that was out of his reach. Obojkovic in deep. Jumping up from the blue line. Pressured by Friedman. Rings it around. Out of the reach. Just gets out of the zone. Capuano couldn't keep it in. Now Schwartz. Penalty time expiring. Incoming is Hurtado. Looking for Schwartz, centering, and it was out of his reach. Defended well by the Huskies. This one ricochets all the way down on net. DiFilippo starts the breakout play again. This is Gannon with speed. Gannon lost control of the puck. Here's Schwartz. Wrap around. Oh, my goodness. It had to be handled by Kapik. This one's whistled dead here. Another Illinois State penalty. This one on Ian Gannon, and this will be a 2-minute power play, much needed for the Huskies. 5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in regulation. This is Sexton looking to break something out and start something. Here is a clearing attempt. Matthew Madaliano in deep. Now Caddis kept into the line by Sexton. Goes across to David Kraz, looking to center to Madaliano. It was out of his reach, and Goulias clears. Sexton takes it from Kapik. Sexton trying to weave his way through center. Left it behind. Tennell picks it up. Tennell. David Kraz kick to the stick. And now he's going to pass it backwards to Sexton. Back to Kraz, looking for Malik, and that one ricochets all the way down the ice. Once again, Malik pressured by Rosen. Very effective penalty killer for this Illinois State team. He's seen a lot of power penalty kill time here tonight. Been out there for just about every power play that Northern Illinois has had. They're trying to get started here on this power play. They can't get out of their own zone, though. Trying to get past center. Now they see 30 seconds left. This one thrown on net by Friedman. Bangs the stick in frustration. Friedman back to it again. Looking to get it to the front of the net, and that one was poke checked by DiFilippo. Friedman back to Malik. Malik looking to pass it across ice, and that one was picked off by Rosen. And Zangara there with the effort to clear that one out. Goulias pressuring Drake Buss. It comes to Kowalewski. And another nice defensive play by Ashton Gambrell. And that'll do it for the penalty time. Absolutely nothing going on that Northern Illinois power play. And right back to work go the Redbirds. This is a shot into the glove of Kapik. Capuano, who has a goal tonight, didn't get as much on that shot as he would have liked to. And it's looking more and more like Illinois State is trending towards victory here tonight. After a hot start from Northern Illinois, but Illinois State, after the first intermission, just came out and really adjusted. This game sees 3 minutes remaining in regulation, and the Huskies will try to do something to put another puck in the net, at least for confidence. Alvarado had it, and it was taken away, and now this one's taken away by Gambrell. Pardon me, that's Christensen, and he's looking for Gambrell. And it's just out of his reach. Colin Sexton has to go in behind his net to play it. Picked off again. Trebsweather, he'll ring it around. Christensen at the blue line with Gambrell. Gambrell looks to Trebsweather. Parazic in the corner. Back to Janicki. He's bodied off of it by Sexton. Nice play by him defensively. And then he's pressured by Parazic, and another clearing attempt has failed. Here's a centering pass. Trebsweather across. Oh, and that is a nice save. Got his blocker across on Jeremy Langbein. And now he's trying a shot, and that one never made it to the net. Off the stick of his own man, Janicki. This one goes across. A shot by Parazic is handled by the right pad of Kapik, and now rolls out to center for Christensen. Christensen with under 2 minutes remaining now in regulation. This is Janicki. Janicki with speed, moving in, dangles around, but he's tried that just about every time tonight, and the Illinois State defense, or pardon me, the Northern Illinois defense has been ready for it just about every time. Does have a goal tonight, however. Here he is right now, passing it over to Santangelo, and he tried to get it across out of the reach of Jeremy Langbein. Now rolls in behind the net. Santangelo comes up with it again, looking. Janicki. Now Cerny has to come in with it. Obojkovic throws it to the net. Nice save to get across by Kapik. And now we are approaching the final minute of regulation here. 4-1 Illinois State. They're going to come out of this one with a victory tonight as they lead by 3 with 50 seconds remaining here. Gambino calling for the pass. Grippo holds on to it, throws one to the paddle of DiFilippo, and now back the other way comes Illinois State. This is, guess who? Janicki. He wants in behind the net. Janicki wants more. Defended well. Back the other way. Gambino comes. Trebsweather with speed to get back there, and he tried to get it to Morrissey. It was just out of his reach. Working to do something here. This is Sexton with 10 remaining. Sexton tried to sneak it in behind the netminder, DiFilippo, and now a centering pass. Nothing there. Grippo, Sexton on net, and that'll do it. Illinois State with a huge crowd here in West Dundee sees their team victorious with a 4-1 victory on the road. So your final score tonight is 4-1 in favor of the Illinois State Redbirds. The Huskies and Redbirds will be back in action for their second night in a row. Tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Central Time as the Huskies salute their crowd here. And a potential redemption game for these Huskies tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central Time as they look to get some revenge on the Redbirds after tonight's loss 4-1. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm James Goronsky in the booth saying good night, Huskies Nation.